freaks, to another retro review. I am your host, the Strange Monkey, and today we're going back to revisit the Alien franchise. It's been a while, but here we are. Today I'm going to be reviewing 1992's Alien 3. Alien 3 is directed by David Fincher, and it stars Sigourney Weaver, Charles S. Dutton, Charles Dance, Paul McCann, Brian Glover, Danny Webb, and Lance Henriksen. Ellen Ripley is the only survivor when she crash lands on Fury 161, a bleak wasteland inhabited by former inmates of the planet's maximum security prison. Once again, Ripley must face skepticism and the alien as it hunts down the prisoners and guards. Without any weapons or modern technology of any kind, Ripley leads the men into battle against the terrifying creature. Is this film scary? In some ways, yes. Every Alien film has a moment in the film where it scares you. These xenomorphs are not clowns. They're not here to make you laugh. They are here to terrify you and traumatize you. So yes, it's definitely scary because you're inside of this maximum security prison. Not a lot of stuff works. The atmosphere is very dark and a lot of things don't work. It's a very spooky atmosphere. A lot of rusty areas, a lot of dark areas. You don't know what's coming around the corner. You don't know if that alien is on its way to burst a hole through your chest like so. Just Alright, so let's talk about the acting. Top notch, as usual in these Alien films. Sigourney Weaver is an Oscar-nominated actress, okay? She is one of the greatest actresses of all time. Everybody in this film did an awesome job. I love her chemistry with Clemens, one of the, he's the doctor in this maximum security prison. And it's hard for her to trust any of these individuals because in this prison, she's the only woman, and they've never had a woman before. So that makes all of these prisoners a little nervous because they've done a lot of horrible things. But her chemistry with Clemens is great because he is very polite to her, he's respectful, and she trusts him. He's one of the only individuals that she trusts. As well as Dylan. He's a prisoner, and he tells her flat out, look, I'm not a perfect person. But he is a man of God. He is trying to change. He leads these prisoners. He's the leader of the pack. He keeps them in line when they get a little crazy. But as time goes on in the film, Ripley trusts him. He trusts her to fight this damn alien. And you also have characters like Morse, Andrews, who is the superintendent who runs the security prison. He tells everybody updates on what's going on. He's great character. So yeah, the acting, good stuff. As far as the story goes overall, it's very depressing. It's a very depressing story because the whole thing about it, the Alien 3 in general, is so depressing because not only has Ripley lost so much again, she is the only survivor. When her escape pod crash lands, she's lost Hicks, she lost Newt. Bishop is basically destroyed, but you see him later on in the film when she gets answers. She wants to know, why the hell is there another alien? What happened to our ship? Why were our cryo tubes ejected? What happened? I want answers, you know what I mean? Like, so he's in it, but all of these characters are pushed to the side, and I think it's horrible that she is alone again. There's a sense of hopelessness in this film because of that. Ripley regained a lot in Aliens, new friends and everything, and then she lost it all again in Alien 3, and it's awful. But now she has to deal with not only an alien, but she has to work around all of these prisoners, and some of them are okay and some of them are just bastards. She has nobody but them to depend on to stop this fucking alien that's coming around and just tearing them all apart. This alien is more of like a dog combined with alien. There's two cuts of this movie. One of them comes out of an ox and the other one attacks a dog. I hate it when the dogs are attacked. We all do. A lot of us do. But the story, again, bittersweet. The ending of the film, bittersweet. I prefer the alternate, or not the alternate story that was turned into a comic. That one was much more superior. Which leads me into my rant. Let's talk about the things that were not so great about this film. Hicks, Newt, and Bishop being pushed to the side. I think killing off Hicks and Newt and bringing back Bishop... Oh, by the way, spoiler alert, I'm sorry. Bringing them back for just a brief period of time and killing them off like that right in the beginning was just absolute nonsense. It was bullshit. It should have never been done in the first place. 20th Century Fox interfered in this film so much. The film had a very chaotic production, and it was wrong for them to do that. If they were desperate for a hit, they should have done this carefully. They should have had writers and directors that knew what they were doing from the start. There were several scripts that came and went, directors that came and went. By the time David Fincher was brought into this, it was late into production. This was his first film. He was very young, and I can't even imagine what he must have went through. Where, you know, he's brought in, and there's just so much nonsense going on. They were shooting this film without an ending, if I'm not mistaken. There was a lot of things that were sets that were taken down, and then they rebuild new ones, and there was just so much nonsense going on in this film. And because of this, Alien 3 is unfortunately flawed. And, you know, this one holds a special place in my heart because it was my introduction to Alien 3. At such a young age when I saw it. And one of the first video games that I ever got was Alien 3 on the Super Nintendo. I think the Genesis version is much more superior, but that doesn't matter. But it's just really sad that this film could have been so much better. There could have been a lot going on in this film to take it to another level. Some people say they're rehashing things from the first film, but 1 and 2 are very different. And this one could have been more unique. Like I said, the third alternate story that became a comic and an audio drama is much more better. And it was cool to see Michael Biehn and Lance Henriksen reprise their roles as Hicks and Bishop in that one. Much more better in my opinion. And now, here is a fun fact with Noodles.
Oh, hey, it's Noodles, baby. Here's some trivia for you. At one point, David Fincher was denied permission by the film's producers to shoot a crucial scene in the infirmary between Ripley and the alien, where the alien closes in on Ripley. Against orders, Fincher grabbed Sigourney Weaver, a camera, and shot the scene anyway. This scene not only appears in the final cut, but also featured prominently in trailers, and many regard it as the film's iconic shot, which is true. You see this everywhere when it comes to Alien 3. Screw the haters. Alien 3 is okay by me, alright? See ya.
Anyway, overall, my thoughts on this film. It's entertaining. It's not a masterpiece, but Alien 3 is shamelessly entertaining. I wish they could have done more and have a vision from the start. Beginning, middle, and end. Don't fuck this up for anybody, but that's exactly what 20th Century Fox did. Is it the worst in the franchise though? No, I don't think so at all. So I will be reviewing Alien Resurrection soon. And the next ones, you know, Prometheus and AVP and AVPR and whatever, you know, we'll get around to all of that. But anyway, folks, subscribe to The Strange Monkey. Did you like Alien 3? Did you like Alien 3? Let me know how you feel about this film. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Like this video. Turn on that notification bell. I've got it all mixed up. I'm saying a lot of things right now. Have yourselves a good fry.